I think this has got to be just part of Liam Neeson's contract now. Any movie I'm in, I want one scene where I'm on the phone with the bad guys telling them how awesome I am and how much they suck. A Walk Among the Tombstones is a film directed by Scott Frank, and he's the guy who did that movie The Lookout a few years ago. This film stars Liam Neeson, Dan Stevens, David Harbour, Maurice, Compte, and Astro. Yeah, I'm not making that up. This film is basically about an unlicensed private investigator played by Liam Neeson. And he is hired by a wealthy man who asks him to find the two people that kidnapped and killed his wife. This is not really your typical thriller, though, because the question you ask in most thrillers is, who done it? But this film isn't really concerned with that so much as it is with the interactions between the characters, their relationships to one another, and the overall journey of Liam Neeson's character from the beginning of this film to the end. Now, Liam Neeson was great in this film. He's played similar characters like this before, but the guy's a good actor, and the scenes that he was in were some of the best of the film. His overall mastery of the character, I thought, was really well done. I thought he captured the troubled, backstory of the character that he was portraying. Another character in this film is the character of TJ, played by Astro. He's a young boy that Liam Neeson's character stumbles upon in the course of this storyline. And TJ is like the equivalent of Short Round in Temple of Doom. He comes in and, gets into trouble and is a bit mischievous and that sort of thing. He's a kid actor and he did a pretty okay job. There were some moments that were, a bit lackluster, but he did an okay job. Now, the treatment of the villains in this film is one of the things that makes it unique, and at the same time, one of the things that, was kind of off-putting to me. This movie is not concerned with maintaining the secret of, who these guys are. It kind of shows you in many respects. And a lot of the scenes that they're in are kind of uncomfortable. There's one particular scene towards the end of the film where they kind of play with the music and a new character's introduced. And, it was uncomfortable for me. I didn't really enjoy that. And the fact that you would even think to do that was kind of disturbing in and of itself. So, on the one hand, they were doing something different. Does that mean it was better? I don't know. I don't know that it was. It was just different. At the heart of this film, though, the real story is the journey of Liam Neeson's character. There is more going on underneath the surface of him and this journey that he takes. Even though it's a small one, it's not this crazy long, huge arc that he's got to traverse. It's subtlety, and that's the strength of this movie. It's not an overpowering, smash you over the head type of a film, but there are some themes and some elements underneath the surface, if you want to look for them. Now, this movie definitely has its flaws. From some of the performances, like Astro's performance of TJ at times was flat, and the treatment of the villains, while it was unique, it wasn't so much so that I was enthralled by it, where I was like, oh man, this is amazing and great and different. It was just at times uncomfortable and weird. I don't really particularly see myself watching this movie on multiple occasions. But I did think that it was worth the first viewing. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. If you want to see something and this movie interests you, then it may be worth your time, especially if you're in the mood for a thriller type of a movie. So, have you seen this movie? What did you think? Leave a comment below and let's talk about it. And as always, click right here if you like what you see and subscribe to even more of me.